this, uh, this possibly. Oh. All right. Now let me connect. It'll work now. Everyone want the good news or the bad news? Jeffrey. Actually, Jeffrey, you're one of the ones capable of explaining to people. If you're walking inactive, when your body is reacting to something like a vaccine, why would, if you're doing only moderate walking, why would your fever go down instead of up? And when you stop moving, why would your fever go up instead of down? Why? Can you teach everyone for me, or do I have to? I can teach. I because it's an interesting concept, isn't it? Because I cheated to feel okay for that stream. I cheated real hard to feel okay for that stream. Really? Cool. Okay. So it's quick lesson time. This isn't universal. So if you've ever heard of getting like if you've heard orders of like when you're not feeling well or you're sick or you're something like that, almost always where they tell you to be a little active, but not much. There's a fine line. And it depends on what it is. A lot of things that are lung based is obvious, but everything else doesn't seem like it's obvious. The thing what it does is that when you are fighting off something in your body, your fever rises to help your body kick into overdrive, basically, for the production, creation, and dispersion of everything that would fight a foreign anything, a pathogen, whatnot. So your fever is there, and your fever actually can be indicative of whether you have something bacterial or something viral. Usually, the rule of thumb is that anything over 101.3, roughly, if it's going to be over that, it's going to be viral, because that means your body had to go into so high that that bacterial infections don't often need a fever that high. You'll get a mild, moderate fever. That's to deal with, like, if you're someone whose normal temperature is like 99 degrees, is different. Why do I say all that? Well, if you get something like a vaccine that'll start mimicking the symptoms of the thing that you had before, except for the lung stuff, like I have, and I am going through the absolute, what a lot of people describe as the second round of the vaccine. It's not out of my system after 24 hours. Oh, it hurts. Everything on me hurts. And as soon as I stopped that stream, I looked a little dead probably to everyone, and I stopped it. I was out of it. I didn't know what to say. Yeah, when I started that stream, my temperature was 99. Is it 98.8 or 99? I stopped the stream. It's 100.5. I drank cold water, took it again. It's still 100.5. Now it's 100.8. It's rising. How did I cheat and get my temperature down long enough to play the damn demo so that I could actually be clear-headed? It's walking. Your body, usually by raising the blood, your core temperature, it's not only production, it's the bigger thing that I just said, dispersion. If you already give your body a way to disperse everything throughout your body, like very, very, very moderate something cardio, you actually are giving your body a heads up. If you go too far, you'll actually make the fever worse. If you go at a moderate pace, you'll make the fever go down. How did I cheat to be able to feel well enough to play that demo? I basically walked my ass off before that. I was about to say, how far did I actually walk? I stopped paying attention to my watch after 6 miles because I could not stop walking without my fever skyrocketing back up. Now that I've been sitting, that's happening again. The good news was something I just described, which I guess I gave the wrong news to people first. The good news is that if you don't feel well and you actually are able to be on your feet, rest is important, fluids are important, but you can actually expedite circulation in your body of like good things, especially if it's something something that's settling, by not a jog, not even your normal walking pace, like a slow walk. The bad news is that that trick wore off. I've gotten up and down twice. I bet you if I take my temperature again, it's higher now. And I've been in bed for a good part of the day before I decided that the only way I was going to be able to play the demo was by cheating my body system and by lightly walking. I thought I would expedite it, because also if you're basically helping your body circulation, so you're expediting the process of a vaccine, in a sense, if it's already ready. If not, then you'll crash right back off of it. There's nothing I can do. The longer I sit here, the higher my fever goes. So far today, my fever has gotten to about 102-ish, I think. I was really out of it when I took it and it was high, and then the next time I woke up it had broken and gone down really far. I really badly need to work. With that said, the bad news is I don't think I can do this stream. In fact, I'm tempted to go back out, walk a little bit more to bring my fever down, and crawl in bed. I don't know what else to do. I have no idea what else to do. Yeah, I really need to do my job, but I'm hurting. It hurts. It hurts everything. Everything hurts. Everything hurts. So I am super getting the effects of the second vaccine, and the second vaccine supposedly mimics the signs of when you have COVID. And I'll tell you, I had COVID. This feels like the first day when I stood up on July 18th, I believe, July 17th or July 18th, one of those 2 days, when I stood up from streaming and I realized that I was dizzy as hell and that I had been a little bit incoherent and my fever had shot up to 103. This is exactly how I felt. That my whole body was just going through chills, going through everything, blah, blah, blah. The only difference is that my lungs don't hurt. My lungs and chest do not hurt. I mean, my chest right here hurts, but that's still me healing from that bullshit. So, I already unscheduled Beyond Two Souls. I don't know. I put a community warning up on the community post that this might happen, that my body might actually go through a bitch fit of me having the vaccine. Yeah, this feels oh so familiar. Oh man, this feels familiar. I hate it. So anyway, mostly thinking I shouldn't do White Day tonight. Um, um, I'm thinking. Well, the reason why I'm thinking not White Day, as much as sitting in a chair seems easy, sitting up in the chair and concentrating, I'm having problems concentrating. Already the high when fevers make you not concentrate as well. Um, so I don't know. I mean, I wish I could make this up. I just drank a little bit of a protein shake, but like, yay, 100.5, and then. Oh look, I'm barely climbing. I'll get to the summit one day. I'm not. It's. I just drank a fucking shake. It shouldn't be able to go up. I just made my mouth cold. I just made my mouth fucking cold. So yes, before I was doing that Resident Evil Village stream, I walked for like fucking forever. How long did I fucking walk? I walked for like I couldn't stop walking. I went for like I went for 8 goddamn miles. I realized every time I stopped, my fever went up. So every time I tried to take a little bit of a break, even if it was a slow pace, I had the thermometer in my pocket. And so, like, I would take my temperature and I'd realize literally sitting in a cool where it's like, it was like 68 degrees, I think, and falling. Like sitting in a nice cool place, like it starts going up and then I start walking and then it goes down. So most likely, I need to go do that. So I'm sorry. I hope everyone enjoyed Village. What I'm gonna do. There's a problem. There's a problem with Village right now. If I could show you guys real quick. You want to know what my real problem is? I was right. This is my real problem. This. My real problem is that I absolutely guessed correctly about the PlayStation 5. The PlayStation 5 is separate even if it's the same account. So if I play it, boom, 30 minutes are back on this. So my real problem is that I know people are live streaming this a lot. I have a chance to be able, now that I know how to navigate it, to put up a 4K video if I record it, but I'm in no condition to record either. I can go walk, try to bring it down, try to record 4K. If that doesn't work, I can take a nap. I've got 6 hours for this to still be live. So basically, I can walk, play. Somewhere in there, play something. So my suspicion was correct. That Village would be up on the PS5 differently. So I want to record it in 4K and put it up. All right, everyone understand? I don't mean to. Trust me. This is my job. I'd really love to work. I'm not one to usually call out. It actually took me, I think it was day 62 or 63, of me having COVID while I was coughing up blood. It took me until the pneumonia set in for me to even stop my streak of being live every day with you guys hurting. But I was doing it to prove a point. That I was showing you guys what like it looks like for someone who has no pre-existing conditions to get COVID looks like. And while some people don't go through anything, it wrecked me. I have no point to prove this time. So, shit. So thank you guys who supported the stream that I just did of Village. It's already there. I'll edit it. Hopefully I can do this in 4K. If not, I can't. I just can't. We'll see. And I'm sorry I can't do White Day, but I have no lesson to teach by me sitting here miserable. I have nothing, I have no wisdom to impart, and it'll just make people shy away from the vaccine. I saw some of the commenters yesterday making it sound like I was making people, I said to pity them. I saw some of the comments of people that when I mentioned the vaccine. I don't need to turn people away from getting this thing. We're only over 20%, while the UK already in the week is predicted to have herd immunity. We're behind the curve big time. I don't need to fuck things up. So bear with me. I'll figure out what I'm doing later. So thank you guys for that support. I'll see you. Yeah, that's kind of the way I'm thinking. I might miss more work if I don't really try now. So, and this is, my son's not with me. So this is, no, you need to get it. Let me tell you, that is the exact reason why I'm getting off. You need to get it whenever you can, depending on your age bracket. But like I'm here telling you, the reason that I'm so bad off with the vaccine right now, not feeling my best, is because the real deal had a really good shot of killing me. I've been told over and over and over now by my doctors that if I had not been sitting up for 3 hours per day at least, trying to being on live streams with you guys, trying to show you like a documentary of what it's like to go through it, I would have been in ICU or dead. It took a third of my right lung. It settled in and it just won't work. So on top of that, I was already injured before I got the vaccine, but that's fine. So no, you're seeing me like this because the actual thing, much worse. It is fucking awful to feel like you're drowning in thin air. Fucking awful. Get the vaccine. It sucks. It sucks sitting straight up in a chair, coughing constantly, and feeling like you can't breathe, like you just sucked down water, like in a pool. That's what it feels like to have it, and it to hit your lungs like it hit mine. So like if you like it just sucks, because basically the second shot, if you've never gotten it, the second shot is kind of like your little window into like I'll say this, if I can impart any wisdom off of this. Your second shot, and this was my first, but I already had COVID, so my body's treating it almost like it's my second shot. My second shot will probably be even worse. And they just released that, yes, just like I thought medically, Italian. Just like I thought medically, they just announced that anyone getting the Pfizer or the Moderna vaccines most likely get used to them getting them annually or biannually, to be able to keep this in check. But yes, the second shot is your window into like what the real thing feels like. Because I can tell you right now, this is the aches, this is the chills, this is the pain, this is the everything but I can breathe. So it's so weird. It's everything. It's the same as like when I stood up that day. It's everything but I can breathe this time, which, trust me, you never get the vaccine. You don't ever want to be standing straight up and feeling like you're drowning, talking to people and coughing up stuff and feeling like you're drowning. It sucks. So that's the only thing. Anything else I say, and I'm gonna accidentally drive people away from getting the vaccine, because I'm not. That is the most. I stood up and I went to the kitchen. I got a protein shake and I drank it, and then that's the most I could put together of what to tell you guys, because I figured a quick biology lesson on the fact that if you walk, you can actually lower a fever. It would be cool for you guys to know. And that's exactly what I did before the stream. Slowly walked for hours before the stream. I didn't stop. I came in, when I started the stream, the reason I'm in this, I came in the door 2 minutes before I started the stream. So I sat down in the chair and I started. So it's, I cheated my body, and that's a cool thing. If you ever get sick, if you ever don't feel well, even the flu and things like that, if you can stand it, if your body actually, if you're not actually laid out, if you can actually stand up and it feels like you can do it, slow walks, 15 minutes at a time if need be, longer if you can. Don't do your normal walking speed. Actually help your blood circulation. You'll find that in a typical case, your fever will actually go down. So there's your health lesson. Your body will thank you for actually staying partly active while you don't feel well with certain different with certain things. Yay. And go get the vaccine because this fucking sucks. I'll see you guys later, because it doesn't matter how much I need to work. I gotta fucking, I'm gonna walk and try to get this down. Insurance boosters come as a 2-for-1 with the flu shot. You can't get the flu shot and this at the same time. That's why they screen you and tell you not to. I'll answer that right now. You can't. Remember that your flu shot is influenza. It's more muscular. This virus, SARS, COVID-19, that this would be something that attacks the lungs, which by proxy attacks the heart and muscular, vascular, nervous, everything else, because it's attacking the lungs. But put it this way, if you're already looking at what they're afraid of, which, okay, hold on. People getting secondary infections with COVID kill. You don't want to risk getting 2 vaccines. The stuff in the vaccine can conflict with each other. Your body, it won't be as the efficacy will be down. So, when on the day of getting your vaccine, don't take Tylenol, don't take ibuprofen. Ibuprofen and Tylenol, any NSAIDs and Tylenol, all of them will actually take down the efficacy. You can take them down, you can take them afterward, unless you're currently on like a baby aspirin regimen or you've been taking ibuprofen more constantly. Taking it to try to preempt the symptoms reduces the efficacy, because you're actually suppressing your system before your system can ever even respond to something. You don't do that with a vaccine. You also don't double up. No, you're good. That's a valid question. That's a good valid question. Yeah, well, Tylenol is strictly for pain. So an NSAID is for inflammation. But technically when you're getting the vaccine, you're not necessarily trying to treat your body for inflammation. Now you're all worried about your liver. Your liver has to be able to process things properly. With that said, Tylenol, while it takes your liver to process, is the part of your body during this whole process that can actually weather that storm. So with an NSAID, only by proxy of other things that it suppresses by being a non-steroidal anti-inflammatory, by proxy of that, then being the reason why some symptoms come down, it's not as effective. Its efficacy doesn't even match Tylenol, whose primary job, acetaminophen's job, basically, I usually pronounce it wrong anyway, actually helps to block the signal. So it's the difference between blocking the, like, it does more than that, but if you think of it from a pain standpoint, Tylenol blocks the signal of pain more to your brain, because all of pain is to your brain is a neurological signal from whether it's because of a referred pain or an actual pain or a nerve hitting. It's your brain processing in that, and then telling you, like, your hand's hot, you put it on the stove or something like that. Anything that directly helps affect that, then will do better That is exactly why in things like Vicodin, hydrocodone, you find more Tylenol. It amps up the effect of it because it is a multiplying effect, if you will. Um, Hydrocodone on its own, or street name Vicodin, a lot of the codeines and everything like that. Um, Street name, also just clinical name. What happens is that it can deaden pain on its own, but it's not like it is exponentially raised with Tylenol in it, because Tylenol also blocks the signal. So it's not like you're plugging two holes with two corks. Like, let's say you have four holes. It's not like the idea of like hydrocodone can block one hole, but like taking Tylenol with it will block two. It's more like, I should have like said six holes. It's like it's not like hydrocodone can block one hole and Tylenol can block a second, and you still have four holes going. It's more like multiplicative. That's why I should have used not one, because multiplying by one doesn't help my case at all. My brain is leaving me. Fuck me. I meant to say, like, it's not like plugging like okay, 8 and then 2 and 2. It would be, no, 2 doesn't work. It's not 2 times 2. I'd have to use 3. God damn it. It's like 9 holes. It's not like hydrocodone would block 3 and the Tylenol blocks 3. It's more like adding Tylenol makes it 3 times 3 corks, which is 9, blocking all holes, as much pain relief as you can get. Why would aspirin reduce efficacy of vaccines? You're not just suppressing symptoms, you're suppressing your body's reaction. So your body to a vaccine needs to actually react to it. Your body needs let's say like the first vaccine for most people is kind of like introducing it to your body, and your body's like, oh, this shit's new. And then the second time it's like, all right, now we're here to play ball. So the first time is, your body rips out the sequence. And then the second time when it's introduced, your body then actually treats it like a full-blown infection, because it already ripped the sequence out the first time. So the first time, it doesn't necessarily know what to do all the way. The second time, the reason it's worse, a booster shot can be worse and it's the same reason why people say when they get the flu shot, well, it makes me feel bad because I got the flu. Well, yeah, it gave you basically a lesser version of what you'd feel like if you got, full-blown flu. So if you get the flu shot and you feel like crap afterwards, congratulations. That's what you won't feel like because you got it, but like times 4. If you suppress anything to do with the immune system, you're suppressing your body's ability to propagate it through the body. If you suppress it twice over, even with the second, you might not actually get the proper response from your body at all. And that would still leave you with partial immunity instead of a full immunity. And immune does not mean immunity, but you can't. So basically, you've got to give your body a chance to rip that shit out. And then you have to give your body a chance to ramp up. So, yeah. Jeffrey just said it in the actual fucking terminology. Lymphocytes. Oh, God. Talk about triggered lymphocytes. Just, to me, God, that fucking rabbit hole. I can deal with macrophages. I can deal with helper cells. Lymph nodes and lymphocytes. That's where I'm out. My brain just melted. I am out. I'm fucking out. Thank you guys that supported while I was streaming the Resident Evil 8 Village thing. I'm gonna try to make the fever go down. Oof. biology for squiggly green germs enter body, then the white blood cells, even like Pac-Man. I know helper cells are also lymphocytes, but there is like a subcategory. It's easier to wrap your head around it instead of all the fucking thing your fucking lymphocytes do, and your lymph nodes, for that matter. I know this, but it's easier than going down the... No. I know, Jeffrey. I was avoiding this. Don't do this to me. No, stop it. Stop it. Stop it. You nope. Is Jeffrey's class now? Go. Join. That's target Italian. Jeffrey, go teach on Discord. You take over. I'm. Can you take me higher in the new? Oh, I can go higher. The longer I sit here, the higher the fever goes. I'm not shitting you. I gotta leave. In 101.1. It'll just keep going up the longer I'm here. So, sorry I can't do my job tonight. I'm just gonna go. It's gonna go. Bye.